Hi, I'm Leslie Garcia. I'm an RN here at Dayton VA, and I've been here since 2023. I've wanted to be a nurse as long as I can remember. My grandmother was an LPN, and she was my first inspiration to become a nurse, just a loving, caring woman. And by the time I was in high school, I knew for sure that's what I wanted to do. So I pursued a nurse's aide certificate when I was a junior in high school and went straight to nursing school out of high school. I love all sorts of things about my job. I love working with the veterans, first of all, and I just wanted to say I'm really proud of the veterans in my own family, my husband who's a Marine, and my stepson who is currently serving in the Marines. The last couple years I've worked in the caregiver support program, so I get to work with our awesome caregivers as well. It's just very rewarding, the work that we do here. I've never once regretted being a nurse. It's the most rewarding job. There's science, there's an art to it, there's working with people. There's so many different roles you can have within nursing, and I've got to explore several of them here at the VA, and it's just a great job.
Hi, my name is Nancy Combs, and I have been a nurse for 18 years, 8 of which has been with the Dayton VA. I first knew I wanted to be a nurse at age 10 when I was in the hospital with appendicitis, and the nurse that I had was so kind and comforting and gentle. She left her imprint on me to be a nurse. So when I graduated from high school, I didn't go straight to nursing school, but when I got to my 40th birthday, I reevaluated my life and I said, I want to be a nurse. So I decided that's what I would do. I would go to nursing school. I approached my 50th birthday and I said, I need to follow my passion, which was working with veterans with PTSD and mental health. My father, who was in Vietnam, came back with 2 Purple Hearts. And I knew that he had something that he just never would talk about. So when I decided that I was going to work with veterans with PTSD, I started looking on the usajobs.gov site, and there it was. I did get the job. I worked there 8 years. It has been the most rewarding job that I have ever had. It is scary to go back to nursing when you're older, but you need to follow your passion. If that's your calling, you need to go to school to be a nurse, because we all need to follow our life path, and we will find our passion there.
Hi, my name's Todd Kirkman. I'm a nurse at the Dayton VA Richmond CBOC. I'm an LPN. I've been at the Richmond CBOC for a year. I've been a nurse for 17 years. I became a nurse after being a displaced worker from General Motors in 2006. My mother was a nurse, and I had 2 aunts that were also nurses. I've always wanted to help people. I was in an accident when I was younger, and the nurses really helped me out a lot, and I wanted to give back to the community that way. And I'm also a veteran of the United States Marine Corps, and my father is also a veteran from the Vietnam War in the Army, and my son is a captain in the Army in the 38th Division Infantry stationed in Kuwait right now. What I love about being a nurse is being able to help people and meet all kinds of different people from all walks of life. No one person is the same, and to be able to treat them with respect that they deserve, especially as being a veteran and also treating veterans. I started out in the civilian sector, and then my goal was to get to the VA, and I finally did. Being a nurse for veterans and helping veterans really makes me feel good about myself, being able to give back to my brothers and sisters. It is a very rewarding and satisfactory field, and you get to meet all kinds of people, and there's nothing better than going home at night knowing that you've helped someone or multiples of people.
Hi, I'm Lauren Hawkins. I'm an RN and I'm the assistant nurse manager in the emergency department. I have been an LPN for 22 years and an RN for 3 years. I wanted to become a nurse because it was a lifelong dream of mine. A lifelong dream of mine because I used to watch my mother read her nursing manuals, and I wanted to become just like her. I wanted to work at the VA for a long time now. I am a veteran myself. I was in the Air Force for 23 years. I enlisted in 2002 and was a medical technician, and I deployed all throughout the world, and it was really important for me to be able to come back and be able to give back to veterans. Being a veteran, I think it's a special brotherhood and sisterhood, and we take care of one another. And being able to give back and being able to take care and understand the culture and the mindset and the responsibility it comes with being a veteran, and all of the extra weight that could be on your shoulders at times. It's really important for me to be able to come to the Dayton VA, be able to advocate, and be able to understand what it is that they've been through. I love it here.
Hello, my name is Tronica Wheeler, and I am a registered nurse here at the Dayton VA Medical Center. I have been a nurse for 30 years, and all 30 years have been here at the Dayton VA. I am currently serving in the role of the Acting Chief of Quality and Patient Safety Services, and I have been acting in that role for over a year now. Nursing chose me. Originally, I wanted to be a pediatrician. However, I decided I wanted to have a family and be dedicated to my family, so I ended up in nursing. I chose the VA because I had the heart to serve our veterans. My stepfather worked at the VA. When I was smaller, I can remember dropping him off at work, and I knew then that I wanted to work at the VA. He is a Navy veteran, and he worked at the VA for over 30 years. My biological father, he was in the Army, and he served in Vietnam. I have several members that are in the military, and so I just feel that this is my way of honoring them. Originally, I wanted to go into the military, but I didn't think I was strong enough. So then, as I was thinking about my career, I thought, I could serve the veterans. I couldn't serve our country, but I can serve the veterans. What I love about the VA, I really, really love the veterans and how they appreciate the care. We say thank you for their service. However, lots of times I receive thank you for your service. And so they're very appreciative, and they are deserving. And like I said, that just really fills my cup.
Hi, my name is Candy Garland. I'm a registered nurse. I've been a registered nurse for 35 years. I've enjoyed it thoroughly. I've been in all sorts of different areas. Right now I'm in the psych portion, which is the drug rehab, and I thoroughly enjoy it. I've been there now 2.5 years. It's so enjoyable. Like I said, there is heartache, but then there is such joy too. I decided to come to the VA to work because I've had family members that have been veterans, but I wanted to somehow get back to them. But then also when I was young, I watched people coming back from the Vietnam War and how it really impacted me. And I somehow always thought I was going to make a difference. Being here at the VA, I feel like I am. It gives me joy to help these vets. If you're thinking about nursing, think long and hard, just because it is so heart-wrenching at times, it's so physical, it's so psychological, it pulls on all the heartstrings you have. But if you think you can do it and you have empathy to provide the care, go for it. You will love it. I really love nursing, and I'm so grateful that I did get in the field. It has allowed me personally to have a full, rich life. No, it's not a lot of money, but it's good money, and it's consistent, and you can always find a job. So that's a big benefit too. Thank you.
Right, hi there. I'm Becky Beckman, and I'm the Associate Director of Patient Care Services, or the Chief Nurse Executive here at the Dayton VA. I've been here at the Dayton VA for about 2.5 years. I'm a Navy veteran, and I'm married to a Navy retiree. My father is a Vietnam veteran. My father-in-law was a Korean War and Vietnam veteran. I've been a nurse for just about 30 years now. I started my career in healthcare actually as a nursing assistant in long-term care taking care of dementia patients. I also did home health care as a nurse's aide. I decided to go to become an RN because I really liked the science aspect of nursing as well as the caring, and I really liked that combination I also always found a lot of reward in knowing that I was helping others, especially in times when they felt vulnerable and just really needed someone to be there for them. After I got my bachelor's degree, I decided to go into the Navy as a Navy nurse. And my first role there was in inpatient mental health. When I joined the VA back in 2012, worked to do quality improvement and also became the chief nurse of mental health. So it kind of circled back to where I started in nursing. So that was really exciting for me. Came here to the Dayton VA as a chief nurse executive and have loved every minute of it. I joined the VA because I wanted to make the VA a place where I'd want to go for care and where my husband would want to go for care. It's an honor to be able to serve my brother and sister veterans here at the VA, and it's also an honor to be a nurse at the VA, to be able to help veterans and also to make sure that they're getting the care that they deserve.